my journey, my becoming, my makeup, the pain, the sorrows, the wins, who Jennifer Ifeoma Ikogu truly is. As I mark my birthday on the 31st of May, I will be going on a journey where I'll be sharing my life story for, I believe everyone can pick one or two lessons from it. Today I'll be talking about my background. I grew up in a family of 7. We were 5 children, and then my mom and my dad. We didn't have it all. It was a struggle for us at some point. We lived in a family house. Yes, my mom, my dad lived in a family house. My dad had an accident that destroyed his job. He couldn't really do much again, and so he just resorted to staying at home for a while. That made my parents move in from our own house to living with my grandparents. I saw as our story started changing. When I was 3 years, we were comfortable at some point, but as my dad had the accident, his business crumbled. We went back to square one. We started living with my grandparents, and for long, that was how we built our family. My mom was pregnant with me when my dad had the accident, and she just named me Ifeoma Chukwuka, because everyone thought that she would lose her life when my daddy had that accident. My dad was traveling to Lagos for a business transaction, and he had an accident. He was the only person surviving in the bus, and it wasn't easy for us. I came out safe, and my mom told me, "You are a child of destiny." So all my life, I grew up with the consciousness that my mom dedicated me to God. I'm kind of a special child. Uh, well, that is true, but I didn't start seeing that early. I didn't start uncovering the light that was in me early. Everything around me seems to be clouded. I grew up very, very timid. Very timid. I was very unspoken. I couldn't express myself. I struggled a whole lot. I was always the one crying. I was always the one crying at every point in time. So I was 15 years old when I had a dream. In that dream, my mates in secondary school, I was in SS2. My mates in secondary school came for a condolence visit in our house, and I woke up. I didn't know God personally then, so I didn't really know what the dream was about till one Sunday morning, my mom woke us up. Unlike her, she would have said, "Okay, this person we are going to sing, this person we are going to lead the Bible study, this person we are going to pray." But my mom sang the song, my mom did Bible study, my mom prayed. We rounded up the prayer. My mom stood up, maybe to go ease herself. She slumped. So I felt that she was kind of joking with me, because before that morning, she I asked her for something, she didn't give me. So I went to bed angry with her. So when she slumped, I was like, mommy, I don't like this pain now, leave me alone. She be last night I was begging you, not agree. I was shaking my mom, she was not responding, and that was how we lost my mom. That was how the dream I had became a reality. The day I know that that dream was truly a reality was the day my classmates in secondary school, they came to visit us, and it was the exact spot where I saw them in the dream, that I saw them that day, and I cried. I wish I could do something to save my mom. I wish I knew better then. I wish there was a way I could take back the hands of time. I think it is now that I started understanding that maybe God revealed it to me for me to at least pray about it. But I didn't. Sadly, I didn't even tell anybody about the dream. I didn't tell anybody about the dream. I just kept it to myself. Maybe I would have at least told my mom or my dad, "Okay, look at the dream I had." I kept it to myself, and when it eventually happened, I lived with that regret all my life. For many years, I live with the regret that I would have saved my mom. maybe my mom wouldn't have died if I did something. And the enemy used that as a weapon to weaponize my life, like to destroy my life. I kept having guilt. I lived with guilt. Each time I see people with their mom, a voice will keep telling me, Shay, your mom would have still been alive. Your mom would have still been alive with you, but you didn't do anything. Look at you. Look at you. Your mom trusted you so much. Your mom did their best for you, but you couldn't save her. That was the life I was living, and I didn't open up to anybody. I didn't talk to anybody about my struggles. I didn't tell them what I was going through. It became worse that each time I sleep, I would see a woman with my mom's face come to have sex with me in the dream. This continued for years, until after 6 years, my dad followed suit. We lost my dad. I was in nursing school when I got a call from my sibling. My siblings went to school, and on coming back, they met my daddy on the floor. So that means he didn't go to work in the morning, because they left him hoping that when he's done, he will lock the door at some point and keep it. So when they came back, the door was open. They entered the house. My daddy was half gone on the floor. So we didn't even know when he fell down. When he slumped, we just slumped and hit his head on our table in the parlor. So my daddy was rushed to the hospital, and he stayed. It was on a Tuesday. We were there. I was preparing for my hospital final examination, the exam that you write to be selected for the final nursing exam. That was when my daddy slumped. When the hospital taking care of him, while I was also preparing. I was in the hospital taking care of him and also preparing for my exam. Once that my daddy was on NG tube, he was not talking. He was very, very unconscious. One Saturday morning, my dad spoke for the first time after how many days. He called my name. I ran. I ran to him. Daddy. Oh, we were all excited. I ran out to call the doctors. Doctor, my daddy have finally said something. So my mom's sister called him again. He answered, but that was the final words we had from him. And he passed on, and that was where our journey changed. We became orphans, and I don't think I can do this. We became orphans, and that was when the responsibility of taking care of 4 siblings rested on me. I didn't really understand the weight till after my daddy's burial, and it became so real that we were alone. But so I think that day after the burial, we had a meeting. We had a family meeting, and we suggested that I was going to leave school, or maybe my siblings were going to leave school, because everybody obviously had their family to take care of. So, but out of passion to see my siblings become, I think I was 21. I told them in the meeting that I will never allow my siblings to drop out from school. That I was going to do the best I can to train my siblings. I sincerely didn't know what gave me that kind of courage, because I was still in school. I was still in school. I was even still owing in school. So not like I had money somewhere waiting. But that was how my journey of pain, struggles, responsibility, motherhood, parenting, everything. I started finding my feet. I didn't know where to start from. Before then, my mommy's siblings were already against my mom marrying my dad. So they were never part of our story. They didn't want anything to do with us. And so no help was coming from the maternal side, no help was coming from the paternal side. We were all left alone. And I graduated from nursing school by God's grace. One of my friends helped me sort out my bills. And I sincerely didn't even know that I was going to write my nursing exam. Yes, because it was like a miracle. One morning, other people were going for exam in the morning. I haven't paid. I haven't paid for the exam. I was just preparing for the exam. I didn't know what would become of me, because we were already told that if you did not pay, you're not going to write exam. So that early morning, my friends came in from morning mass. I attended a Catholic nursing school. They came in from morning mass and they were running, Jennifer. I said, what is this? They said, you cannot come and write exam. You cannot come and write exam. I was like, wow, write exam, how? So now my friend helped me sorted out my exam fee. That was how I was able to enter and write exam. I became a nurse. I had always wished that when I become a nurse, I was going to make my father proud. I mean, he saw me through nursing, and I wanted to make him proud. I wanted to show him that he didn't waste his time in investing on me. But unfortunately, he was not there. So my life, my journey, has been that of pain at some point, growth, the responsibility upon my shoulders shaped the woman I am today. So I'm sharing this story for anybody out there who might at some point are feeling discouraged. It took me a lot of boldness to be sharing my story in a video content. I'm sharing it for anybody. The Jennifer you are celebrating today I didn't just wake up and become Jennifer Ifoma Ikop with the mentorship queen. I grew from pain. But the good news is that I look back today and I could see the trace of how the struggles I went through is currently helping me fulfill purpose now. So you might be watching this video and you are at the point where you are feeling, God, I can't do this anymore. Everybody are giving up on you. People were telling you are not going to amount to anything. Please take a look at me and tell yourself that if I can be here, you can be here. Only if you can hold on to God. All through my life, God has been there for me. Even when I struggle to pay my siblings' school fees, I think there was a day I broke down. I was crying in my room. I was telling God the weight was too much. The weight was too much for me to bear. I needed money to sort out my sister's school fees, but the money was not forthcoming. And I looked up to God and cried. I told God I didn't want to use my body to make money, that I still wanted to serve Him, but I didn't want to go the other way around to make money in order to train my siblings. Everybody I was calling, they were telling me, oh, we can't do this right now, we are having some challenges. And that day I heard Him, I heard God. He told me, I am Abba, your Father. I want you to look away from people and look unto me. I am your provider. Before I formed you, I already knew that this is part of your life. This is going to be part of your journey. I am with you. Never get to a point where you feel that I am not with you. That day, it was as if he was sitting close to me. He was speaking to me. That was how my journey. I started trusting God more. I started leaning on Him. It was not easy, but I trusted Him through the process, and He came through. He came through for me. Every story I'll be sharing in these 7 days is how my life has been shaped. I just shared my background, and in the next video I'll be sharing another important aspect of my life. And I hope that as you watch, that God will minister to you. It sincerely took me a lot to do this. That God will minister to you to never give up on Him, to keep trusting Him through the journey. If I can't be here at this point, trust me, God can never forsake you. He never forsakes His own. Just make sure that you are trusting Him totally. I'll put the video on hold here for now. Watch out for the next video, for the next story I'll be dropping. God bless you. Thank you for watching through.